Well, Suze Vanmeegen is a protection and advocacy advisor from the Norwegian Refugee Council. She joins me now from Sana'a in Yemen. Hi, Suze. You know, every time we hear about conditions in Yemen, I feel like it can't get worse, and then it does. What are you, as an aid worker on the ground, up against now?
Well, I agree with you, Andrea. It's hard for us to understand why Yemen isn't receiving more attention. We're describing the conditions that you've seen in some of the images just before this interview, and concerned that there are countries in the world that have the power to make a change for Yemen, and they're not taking adequate steps to do so. The easing of the blockade will end today, and that leaves Yemen in a state of even more uncertainty than we've seen recently. It will make food more unaffordable for people, and it will plunge more people into famine or death.
Suze, I know you usually don't like to take sides politically, but can you say, I mean, who needs to take the political action necessary right now to tangibly improve the conditions of the lives of Yemeni civilians?
The political action we need needs to come from everyone who's involved in this conflict, and that doesn't just mean direct parties enacting the violence, but also members of the Security Council. We have the UK, who is the pen holder in the Security Council, who has a responsibility now to draft a new resolution on Yemen that could move us further towards a political solution. The UK has been silent. The United Nations Security Council has been silent on Yemen now for 8 months. If no one's willing to speak and the UK can't step up, then it's time to hand the pen to someone who will.
And if that doesn't happen, where is Yemen left?
Yemen's left to further deteriorate. More people won't be able to afford food. More will be vulnerable to death from entirely preventable diseases like cholera and diphtheria. More people will be left without the opportunity to pursue their education or access jobs. I spoke with a colleague yesterday who hasn't been able to see his mum for 3 years because she's in a besieged area and he's in Aden. It's tearing people's lives apart. It's slowly sending a country into free fall. And we really need some action to resolve it. It is possible if people are willing to take the right actions.
Okay. Suze Vanmeegen, thank you so much for joining us there.